Someone broke into my house high on drugs with a knife, while me, my wife, and my kids were inside. There were police, unfortunate underwear-based fashion choices, and the lingering smell of criminals. And I can no longer make eye contact at the gym. But let's start from the beginning. My wife and I had gone to bed, but were not quite asleep yet. She was reading her spicy tennis flower arranging book, while I was in the middle of my very healthy and well-thought-out nighttime routine. Doom scrolling! When we heard a door open and footsteps. At first, we were not alarmed. After all, we do have 2 children who were safely in bed, sound asleep. We just assumed they were talking in their sleep again, getting a drink of water, or rearranging their extensive Squishymallow collection in the night. But as we checked on them just before going to bed, Cass yells out, "Girls, are you okay?" Then silence. Not a single sound followed, like the whole house just froze. Then we heard scurrying, more footsteps, the front door bang, and voices! And not the usual cute 11-year-old girls talking in their sleep about toast voices. "Fee, do you want jam or Vegemite on your toast? The bananas aren't talking to the pineapples anymore. Bring me the cheese grater. Oh, we could have cheese on our Vegemite toast. Good idea. Yellow, purple, flamingo, donkey sucker." But they were, "Oh my god, multiple strangers are in our house" kind of voices. Cass pushes me out of bed. And we run down the hallway towards the front door. Luckily, they had run off down the street. I say luckily because I was pumped full of adrenaline, and I imagined myself pulling out all the Jackie Chan moves on the perpetrators. But I actually have no hand-to-hand combat skills whatsoever, and the whole thing would have looked something like this. I mean, I haven't even been in a fight before. Well, actually, there was this one time in 4th grade when Bobby's big brother Danny kept stealing our basketball, and I was filled with an excess of 9-year-old rage, and I tried to punch him in the face, but I kind of missed. And somehow his meat pie got splattered all over my face, I never got my basketball back, and we were both put on detention. Incidentally, Danny and I became friends after enduring the school principal's office together. Now, confidently armed with our imaginary Jackie Chan fighting skills, Cass and I ventured out into the night, down the steps, and into the darkness to see if anything else was amiss, when a police car screeched up in front of us, giant searchlights blazing directly at us. And then suddenly, I become very aware of the fact that I'm standing in the street wearing only my industrial-grade sleep mask and just my underpants. So I did what anyone else in this situation would do. I looked at the police officers directly in the eye, put on my best business voice, and pretended I was in a perfectly normal state of dress. Evening, officers. Night day for it?" Desperately concealing their smirks, the police officers said, "Thanks, mate. We'll be back." Breaking news! While the police are on hot pursuit of our criminals, we are taking this opportunity to bring your attention to today's sponsor, Envelope of Awesome. Over to you, Simon. Thanks, Simon. I'm here today with Envelope of Awesome creators, Simon and Cassie, to talk about Envelope of Awesome. So, Simon, what is Envelope of Awesome and why is it awesome? Oh, Simon, so glad you asked. Envelope of Awesome is a monthly subscription pack full of drawing activities that will help kids be more creative, confident, and generally awesome human beings, all through cartooning. Simon, that really does sound awesome. We are also lucky to be joined by Envelope of Awesome head illustrator, Simon. Now, Simon, can you tell us more about this amazing product? I sure can, Simon. Each envelope explores a different exciting theme, everything from robots to Pilates and pirates and underwater sea cucumbers. Every activity is designed and drawn by us and sent to your door via our dedicated delivery, Simon. Oh, hi. Amazing work, Simon. Good job, Simon. Oh, thank you very much, Simon. You heard it here, folks. Envelope of Awesome is the most fantastic gift for your creative kids. Back to you, Simon. Thanks, Simon. Now settle in and we'll see just how many times Simon will get caught in his underpants this evening. Thanks, Simon. Hours later, we were lying in bed attempting to sleep once more, jumping at every noise, trying desperately to tune out Stella, the native brush-tail possum that had taken up residence in our tree outside our bedroom window. While possums in Australia are actually very cute and fluffy and look nothing like their American counterparts, opossums, these adorable creatures actually sound like they are possessed by an otherworldly demon with sleep apnea. If you don't believe me, listen to this. I mean, this guy looks like he should sound like that, not this guy. Anyway, we were lying in bed, attempting to sleep, listening to the devil mammals serenade us. Cass leans over to say to me, "Oh my god, I can't believe the police just saw you practically naked. How embarrassing." I mean, intruders, high on drugs, carrying knives, just trespassed into our house? But sure, let's talk about my late night fashion choices. Also, I'm so glad I cleaned the house before we went to bed. I'm sure the hooligans thoroughly judged our cleanliness before searching for our wallets and other valuables. I should have turned the porch light on for them. Eventually, we fall asleep, only to be awoken again after midnight by a loud bang, bang, bang. Hello, it's the police. Bang, bang, bang. Cass pushes me out of bed once again. And as I'm heading to the door, she yells out, "Are you even awake?" Apparently, I replied, "I think so." But it turns out the answer was no. I was very much still asleep, because when I woke up, I found myself extremely disorientated at our front veranda, under the glow of the porch light that Cass will never be turning off again, in my faithful tighty whities. I look up to discover a very awake, very alert, and very amused police officer, who, whilst pointing to a vest, says in a very professional manner, "Just so you know, this is a body cam, and you are currently being recorded. I'm here to get your statement, and it's totally up to you, but if you would like to go put some pants on, I would be okay with that." So I head back to the bedroom and scramble into some clothes. Cass and I give our statements and are informed that the intruders had been caught, and we go back to bed. Hopefully, it will only be Stella interrupting our beauty sleep from now on. But we thought our crazy break-in underpants saga would end here, but no! Just 48 hours later, I'm at the gym minding my own business, putting my things in the locker, and I look up to find an entire women's PT class had stopped their training and were all looking at me, giggling profusely. They weren't just looking at me, they all had a "I know you were in your underpants in public last night" expressions on their faces. Then one of them walks directly over to me and says, "Oh, Simon, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on." Dun dun dun! It turns out, Senior Constable I saw you in your underpants is also Senior Constable I see you at the gym every second day. And now we can never make direct eye contact again. But luckily, we all had a good laugh, and I'm not easily embarrassed. Hey, maybe we could team up and make Rush Hour 4.